Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready, break! Break!
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Oh, this defense for the Bengals, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have any options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jeffers. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a first down with a cherry on top. 31 yards. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Barkley, inside handoff. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Off play action. Jeffers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now a first carry for their fullback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Jeffers to Barkley on the check down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21.
11, Thomas.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter,
11.
you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
11, mighty. 11, mighty. 12.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
11. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11 MT. 12.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 60 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
11 mighty. 11.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
11 Thomas.
Again, it's Mixon. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
11 Thomas. 11. 12.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
11 MT.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Gun. 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Up the middle with Barkley, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, Jeffers. He gets this one to Boyd. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Trap 50.
Throwing on first down. Jeffers. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Taken down at the 42.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jeffers. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Jeffers, the completion good. This is yr3. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Jeffers. Touchdown! Tyler Higbee. 28 yards. And the Texans have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17, and he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
Here we go.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This goes out wide for Mixon. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
11.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First down, Texans. Ready. AC Cardinal. COVID-19.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, Jeffers. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
The final shot before break. Jeffers. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
11 MT, tape. 11 MT, tape.
From the 22, Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Burrow going to keep it on the sneak. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
11 MT.
Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Here's a give to Barkley. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun on third down, Jeffers. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Off the play fake, Jeffers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's taken down, but able to slide across the 35. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
11.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
11 empty.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Burrow. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Again, it's Mixon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So a fourth quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A short kick taken at the 18. And able to get this out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. After the pick 6, here's Burrow again. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Flush to his right. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll go to Barkley again. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
If those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings, the things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you're going to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
11.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
I wonder if they're wandering back to the huddle thinking to themselves, can we just hit rewind and go back a play? Definitely not the down they wanted to begin this drive by giving up a sack. But for the defense, that's exactly how they drew it up.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man complete. The 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at early's opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Mustang 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Pulled in at the 24. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
11, 11, 11, 11.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 12, 12, 12. 11 Thomas.
Now Burrow connects with Slayton. That'll go for a gain of 7. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
11 MT. 11 MT. 11, 11, 11.
Throwing, Burrow.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
11 MT tank. 11 stop.
Mixon with a first down carry.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
11 Thomas.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the question now, can they get closer on 3rd down? A field goal from here, you're looking at right about a 52-yarder.
11 MT tank. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 12, 12, 12.
Burrow.
Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
74 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go, here we go.
clock down now to 13 seconds. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Here's Mixon. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Well, obviously you can take the field goal here and tie it, or you can be gutsy. What are you doing?
Oh, man, come on. Let's be gutsy. Let's go get it. Because to me, after this drive in this spot, a field goal feels like a disappointment. Go get it. Go get it done. And let your team know you're with them.
So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it'll be the Bengals with the football here to start the overtime session as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Mixing up the middle. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter.
Here we go.
Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
11.
First throw in overtime now for Burrow.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Twelve. 11, Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the 1st down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Here we go.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
I'm wondering.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
11 MT. 11, mighty.
Burrow looking to pass. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. That was an excellent come from behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense